Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the KIT Royal Tropical Institute Master of International Health and Master of Public Health Graduation Ceremony 2020. I'm Herman Ormel, and I'm your Master of Ceremonies for today. A special welcome to 62 master participants from 26 countries here in the room and around the globe. Most of you are here, some of you are elsewhere, and hopefully following from the live stream that we have set up. I say good afternoon to our guests in Africa and Europe. I say good morning to our guests who joined in the Americas. Muy bienvenidos a esta ocasión también. Good evening, I say to our guests in Asia. And finally, salam alaikum. Dear participants, now colleagues and masters, I'm so happy to see you here and to start this graduation ceremony. Welcome. These are strange times, so you in the room here cannot be sitting cozily together in expectation of what's coming. And your guests and our guests at home, they can be here in this room with you. And that's why we have the live stream, so our guests can be witness of your graduation today. We have about 200 and more guests who registered online to be part of this ceremony, and I would suggest you make them feel welcome with an applause. I would now like to invite Mark Snijders, President of KIT, for the opening speech.
Thanks, Herman. Thanks for the introduction. Well, it's really great to see you here, and welcome to the Queen Maxima Hall in our beautiful building. For me, it's always a great pleasure to speak at this festive ceremony, where we today meet with all of us present, which in itself is already special in these circumstances. I think slowly we're getting together again, but with all these rules we have to be very careful. We're still not used to it, but I think it's already great that we can start doing this. This ceremony usually marks the closing of a long and intensive study phase of the graduates, as well as for the education staff, and the start of a new phase of practical work and new experiences in a very different part of the world. Of course, this year has been very special for us and for you, for many reasons. One of them, of course, is the COVID crisis. We can't stop talking about it, which affected us a lot, especially in the education group. In March, we had to quickly move to blended learning, a mix of online and in person, with limited classes to comply with government regulations. Thanks to your efforts as students, the efforts of the education staff, all our support services, and we managed to switch over in 2 weeks' time, which was really a great event. I think we should all give ourselves an applause for that achievement. I think you will never forget this experience, probably. A crisis of a fast-spreading virus reaffirms the importance of the public health field, where KIT has been working since its foundation in 1910. Public health systems are everywhere being tested and tried with very mixed results. Our role is to learn from this and to teach about what works and what does not work. Apart from the public health field, we are doing this also in the fields of economic and agricultural development in low and middle income countries. We especially work on how to improve social development of vulnerable groups in society, such as women and minorities. Another special thing which happened this year was Black Lives Matter movement, which touched, all of us, I think, and which reached the Netherlands in the past months, and which entered the debate very forcefully. I'm quite sure you have noticed also about that when you were here at our institute. We as KIT, we were founded as the Colonial Institute in 1910. we feel that we also need to re-examine our own organization and work in light of the questions coming to the forefront, which will become part of the strategy process which we are carrying out internally. Since 1945, KIT worked on development in the low and middle income countries, so now for over 75 years. But every organization needs to reinvent itself regularly by posing critical questions. In that sense, KIT became the first SDG house in the world 3 years ago, as we invited 50 tenants to this building who all qualify as social enterprises or NGOs. By doing so, we showed publicly that we embrace the 2030 development agenda of the United Nations. We have only 10 years to go, and even with all this confusion because of COVID, it's clear that there's a lot of urgency to reach these goals. So we need to do a lot of work on that. Dear graduates of MIH and ICHD, it was great to have you with us in the past study year. We have lived quite an experience together. We have learned from you, and we have learned from each other. Friendships were made, and ambitious plans were hatched for the future. We are happy that we could be the catalyst in all of this. Please keep in contact with us, with your fellow graduates and the teaching staff. Finally, I want to thank our partners who are making all this possible. It is the VU, the Free University, NUFIC, OKP, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the KIT Scholarship Fund, and its donors, of course, whom some of you have met in the past year, the NVTG and TROI, who are also part of this program or helping with this program. And all others who have helped us to make this possible. So thank you very much, and I also want to have an applause for all these partners. So I wish you all a great ceremony. I want to congratulate you with your graduation. It's great you could all do this amongst these difficult circumstances. And I wish you all a success in your future, in the near future, when you all go back to other types of jobs and challenges. So a lot of success with that. Thanks.
Thanks, Mark, for the opening speech. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Tijmen Rozeboom, the Dutch government ambassador for youth, work and education. Welcome, Tijmen. Please.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much, Herman. Thank you, Mark, for the opening words, and thank you for the people from KIT and from VU and from NUFIC present here. So I'm very honored to be here at this very, very special graduation. You know, I'm not going to repeat once again how odd the circumstances are and how special it is, but it is. And it shows that you have determination and resilience, that you really managed to get it done, and that you're sitting here. So that is an extra reason to congratulate you on your remarkable result. So this is a COVID-proof graduation. That means that it's also being, of course, as was mentioned, being streamed all over the world, so people can watch, family, friends. And actually, well, there's a famous saying by the Dutch philosopher Johan Cruyff, who was also a reasonably good football player, who said, ieder nadeel heeft zijn voordeel. Every disadvantage has an advantage. And I guess the advantage here, the enormous disadvantage of this terrible pandemic, is the advantage that now this is being live streamed and everyone all over the world can watch you and your family and friends can join. So I guess that's good to remember that. But after this, you know, you're going back home, most of you, and home might look a bit different. That is not just because normally I would always say, after a travel, I've also lived abroad, when you come back, you say, well, it's not actually society that has changed, it is you that has changed. But this time it might be a little bit different. It might actually be that society has changed a bit and that you also had your own personal growth. And I can especially imagine that for you in your specific field, things have changed. The health domain is, of course, enormously affected and connected to the crisis, to the COVID response. And I can imagine this makes your work quite challenging, your work ahead. Actually, from the Netherlands, just a few words, because we also, for this crowd, it's important to reiterate that we not only support this program, which I will say a bit more about, but we also invest in global public health, and specifically focus as well on sexual and reproductive rights, because this is enormously important for young people to be able, for everyone, but specifically for young people to be able to determine their own future. But we've also seen that we should always focus on health systems. Good functioning health systems were the ones that are better equipped at dealing with a pandemic such as this one. I think we've all been reminded of that. But you can do, actually, so we should always work on an issue like SRHRs, which for us is so very important, and I hope for you too, and actually do that within the framework of a functioning health system. So, when you're back home, I really do hope that you are actually applying all the knowledge that you've gained here, the skills and knowledge, in your professional life. And this is absolutely key, and this is also part of my job and why I'm very happy to be here, this connecting of skills and jobs, of what you learn, not just, I mean, a lot of you here, if I look around the room, are quite young. Not everyone. Some people are, I don't never use the word old, otherwise I have to call myself old. I always say non-young, non-youth. Some of you might be non-youth, others might be youth. But this whole issue of making sure that the skills that people have are connected to the jobs, to the job market, is absolutely essential. So this is something that me and my position as a special ambassador on these topics of youth and education and work are actually focusing on. And Minister Kaag also launched the Youth at Heart strategy, which goes into this and goes into the type of skills that young people might need to find a decent job. This means cooperating with the private sector. This means making sure young people have entrepreneurial skills, because very often there are not enough jobs. People have to create their own job. And specifically, I would say, focus on young women who often have more barriers in both education and finding a decent job. And lastly, very important in this regard, is that when we're working on these issues, you know, we're working on as a government on education, on work, and we do it with our partners, we do it with young people as partner. This is something we all need to get better at us too, and we really need to make sure that if we're focusing specifically on the opportunities and challenges of young people, we do it with them as partner. Because what we've seen on this in these times of COVID and Corona, the same. Anyway, on this pandemic, is that actually specifically the lockdown very much affected young people. It affected people, well, it affected your education as well, although you showed resilience and as an institute as well and continued. It very much affected education all over the world. Schools were closed, and it also affected the job market, because specifically, by the way, young people are very much in, or people who are starting their career are often in the flexible jobs who are the first, you know, last in, first out. So that can be a real big challenge, and the ILO actually saw that 1 out of 6 young people lost their job in this pandemic. So it shows us there are big challenges. But meanwhile, young people have shown a lot of ways to adapt. You know, they have shown innovation, they've shown that they're the ones with digital skills, they're the ones that people often look at as a society. So I would say let's keep that solidarity, and when building all the societies after Corona, let's keep that solidarity and invest together with young people as well as partner. So this is really about my work. This is what really is my focus and what drives me every day. There's another very important point that I just want to reiterate. It is the issue of psychosocial support. There was in this same building, and Mark of course knows, there was this big conference on Mind the Mind, and you in your field of work, of health, is of course very important to keep on realizing how much mental health issues, how much people are affected in their mental health because of this pandemic as well. the losing of prospects, the feeling of insecurity can add to stress. So I can imagine you'll be confronted with quite a lot of, or maybe have experienced quite a lot of those issues as well. So we support this Orange Knowledge, the Orange Knowledge program, which I think maybe all of you have heard of, but most of you have also are part of, is also really to work on the prospects for people. And it works on social and economic development, using the powerful tool of education. And this is, again, what linking skills and jobs is what keeps this program, of course, which is such an important part of this program as well. When you're back home, and I think Mark also said this, we really hope that you keep this network. You keep the contact with each other. You've had this amazing alumni network now. They're a great asset for you all in this interconnected world. Asset for you, asset for us, asset for everyone. You always find people who have actually been part of the program, and we hope that you stay connected. Also, when you're back home, I hope you become an informal ambassador for the Netherlands, that you actually had a good experience, and that you actually learned a lot, and actually made friends indeed for life, and also loved the country a bit. You know, it's a wonderful country. And actually, it was a difficult time the last half year, I can imagine, to really have a deep dive into society. But I really hope that that you actually had a good experience as well, and especially because of the wonderful weather here. People who are on the screen actually cannot see the weather, so they just think this is true. The sun is shining, it's 30 degrees, it's amazing here. Everyone should come. So I hope you had a very good experience, and I hope that afterwards I have the time to talk to a few of you and to learn from your experience and what you see as the most important skills or knowledge that you've gained in this experience. So once again, congratulations.
Sorry, Timon, do you mind handing me back my program? I might have some difficulty in improvising otherwise. Thanks. Great. Thanks so much for that on behalf of the Dutch government. There will be more speeches, but we're first going to do a round of what you actually really came here for, which is those envelopes. So I would like to invite the first group, and while I do that, we're going to show you some pictures and the background. So the first group, group one, I'm sure everybody knows who is group one, which is to line up to get ready. I would like to invite my colleagues Maaike Flinkevleugel, MIH coordinator, and Mahdi Abdelwahab, MPH coordinator, on stage to assist me, and the three of us will then hand over the diplomas. So as a first, I would like to call on stage, and Mike, if you mind standing here. First call on stage, we call Abdullahi Abdurrahman from Nigeria. Congratulations. If you mind stepping down here, careful with the steps. Can I call to the stage Ajibula Idowu from Nigeria? And if I can please guide you, there is some distance here, and Mike, if you are here, then we go with protocol. Please. Congratulations. And then please, thank you. I'd like to call on stage Ngo An Pham, or as we know her, Astrid, from Vietnam. Congratulations. Astrid, please proceed. Is this a full circle walk? Can I ask on stage from Nigeria, Bernice Chukwumba. I would like to invite on stage Bert van Enter, who earned a merit for his diploma. Congratulations. Chika Queen Ananaba from Nigeria, who is welcome on stage. With a distinction, Christy Patnatson from Nigeria. Congratulations, Christy. From Indonesia, selamat datang, Mohamad Nur Ramadhani. Whoa! From Peru, with merit, Fiorella Farge de la Torre. Bienvenidos. Well done. From Zambia, Foster Kalumba. Foyensola Akinyanmi from Nigeria with a merit. Congratulations. From Liberia, Garman Richards, welcome. From Libya, with the merit, Hassan Khalifa Khanem. Congratulations. From India, with distinction, Gopu Krishan Pillai. Congratulations. Ibrahim Dukuli from Liberia. Congratulations. From Nigeria, Isaac Olomuyiwa Okunola, Muyiwa. Well done. Careful with the step. From Nigeria, Itopa Ibrahim Jimo. Congratulations. Last but not least, for the first round, the first group, with the merit, Jocelyn van Dingen. That's the first round. Thanks, Maaike. And for the next round, I will invite Marty to do the handout. We now go to a pre-recorded speech, a representative from the Free University VU, Professor Marjolein Zweekhorst. Please, your attention.
Good afternoon, students. Welcome. I'm Marjolein Zweekhorst, and I'm the chair of the academic board of the Master Public Health and the Master International Health. And I have the honor to congratulate you today with your diplomas. Congratulations. Your diploma is issued by the VU University Amsterdam. And of that university, I'm one of the professors, and there's my position. And my role in these programs is to assure the quality and the linkages with the university. In the years before, I came in person to the ceremony, and I always enjoyed it very much. Unfortunately, this year is different. And what is, I think, a real pity, since I cannot see you sitting there in the room, I always enjoyed it, looking at all your beautiful clothing, all these colors. It's really very nice. Every year I try to dress up as nicely as you do, but I never can compete with you. And why we have this like this is because of Corona. Corona influenced your program and your study tremendously. I have very much respect for you. Being away from your families for such a long time, in this stage of your lives, you have family, children, husbands, wives, that's already challenging. And now even more, facing Corona, you're not allowed to come into class, you could not see so many friends. Most of you were worried about your families, which are far away. So I have deep respect how you manage this. I can imagine it must be very hard and difficult for you. But now you're sitting here, and we are celebrating that you did it. You've got your diploma. Wonderful. And what a diploma you have. You did a marvelous job by studying this program in the Netherlands. You're now prepared to contribute to address complex health problems. Because health problems become increasingly concerning. It's not only disease we're talking about, but it's also the context, the social, economic, political context which you need to take into account. And you're prepared for that. Not so many people have done a study like you and have the knowledge and skills that you have. And there's an urgent need for people like you. So I'm very pleased that you have another cohort which spreads all over the world, and you are able to contribute to addressing these complex problems. I really hope that you either go back to your home countries or find some other place in the world where you can apply your knowledge and competences that you gained during the program, because the world really needs you. People like you. I wish you really all the best, and I hope you enjoy this ceremony. I'm very proud, and I think your family members will be very proud too. So congratulations for all of you.
Thanks, Professor Zweekhorst, for this intermezzo. I think we go to a contribution from the current students, current master course students, who want to share with us some photos and music. And on your behalf, I will be starting this. Thanks for submitting this. And obviously, all these pictures were taken before Corona. Obviously. Great. Can I now invite on stage Itopa, who's from Nigeria, and on behalf of the MIH and MPH students will speak. Floor is yours.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Itopa Jimo. 12 months ago, from different backgrounds, cultures, and tribes, from far and near, we traveled over the divides of oceans and continents. We came from around the world to the Netherlands with excitement and high hopes. We were excited for the opportunity to enjoy the allure and fun of one of the world's famous, beautiful tourist cities. A city we have come to love, and a country and people who accepted and hosted us with open arms. We ate herrings and cheese. We rode bicycles and enjoyed canal cruises. We saw seals. We became Amsterdammers. Yet our high hopes of quality public health education and capacity building were more than met. Today, with our head held proudly high, we are happy and grateful to have enjoyed the best of both worlds, a master's degree from a prestigious institution and the fun of Amsterdam life. On behalf of the MIH, MPH ICHD 2019-2020 cohorts, I stand before you with gratitude. We are grateful to the government of this great nation and taxpayer that made the scholarship through the Orange Knowledge Program possible for many of us. We are grateful for keeping us safe and making us feel at home, far from home. We are grateful for friendships, network, memories, and inspirations. We remain eternally indebted to our teachers and every staff of the Royal Tropical Institute for the knowledge and skill you imparted on us. To my fellow graduates, congratulations on this well-deserved milestone. Though every beautiful story has an end, but for us, this ending is just a new beginning. We have learned how to do public health problem analysis, draw objective trees, understand determinants of health, allocate limited health resources for optimal impact. This is now the time to be the change we want to see in our health systems, even if you do not see parents anymore. As you return, let the voice of Lisanne remind you to question every data and avoid bias. And let Sandra remind you of epidemiological best practices. Imagine that Madi will be watching if you remember the social dimensions to health problems. Yime will ask if that is how he taught you to allocate resources. Seek equity, my friends, and let Tigress Dinu the Dynamite remind you of the gender issues and works at work and in the society. As you walk, let Hamin's voice remind you to be accountable and play by the rules. You have had many great teachers, and time will fail me to mention them all by names. It is now time to show that their efforts were not futile. To whom much is given, it is only fair to expect much. So I urge you to keep the light shining. I know the challenges of health systems back home are daunting, but let us not be dismayed. You may not be able to change the whole world, but you can sure change the little corner where you are. And if we all do that as a team, in time, we will make the world a healthier place than we met it. So be the light, be the salt, be the agent of change, and above all, do not forget to pass the knowledge on. God bless the Netherlands. God bless the Royal Tropical Institute. God bless the 2019-2020 cohort. Keep in touch, and see you at the top. Thank you.
Thank you. We have another contribution from the current batch. I would like to ask on stage Ms. Bernice Chukwumba from Nigeria, who will do a musical intermezzo. Bernice, please, your microphone is here, and please take center stage.
Please, I'd ask you be my audience as well as my backup. Thank you. Many nights we prayed with no proof anyone could hear. In our hearts a hope for song we barely understood. Now we are not afraid, although we know there's much to fear. We were moving mountains long before we knew we could. Oh, yeah. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. And who knows what miracles you can achieve. When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. And in these times of fear, when prayer so often proves in vain, hope seems like the summer birds too swiftly flown away. Yet now I'm standing here, my heart's so full I can't explain, speaking faith and speaking words I'd never thought I'd say. There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Oh, who knows what miracles you can achieve. When you believe, somehow you will. You will when you believe. And they don't always happen when you ask. And it's easy to give in to your fears. And when you're blinded by your pain, can't see your way to get through the rain, a small but still resilient voice says help is very near. Oh, there can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Oh, who knows what miracles we can achieve. When we believe, somehow we will. Somehow you will. Somehow you will. You will when you believe. You will when you believe. Congratulations.
Whoa, I had no idea how much I missed this year. I hope your peers knew, and they found out sometime. So, Bernice, you should sing more. Itopa, you should do more speeches, because I'm impressed. Great, colleagues. This means we're going to go to a second round. I'm asking Marty to be on stage with me. A second round of what you actually came for, which is your diploma. Let me do the right thing. I think we're inviting group 2. Am I right? And I would like to call on stage with distinction, Josephine van der Maat. Congrats. Please, Jules Bakker, distinction as well. Katja Schamp, please be on stage. Pues desde Colombia, Luisa Fernanda Toro Alzate. Adelante. Well done. With distinction from Nigeria, Makplang James Milaham. I'd like to invite on stage Marcus Jan Wertz with merit. Congratulations. Martin Atama Adikwo from Liberia. Matthea van Hennik, please come on stage. Congratulations. From Nigeria, Meking Izeza Medari. Well deserved. From the heart of Africa, Melina Zovela from Malawi. The warm heart of Africa. Wow. Well done. With distinction from Egypt, Meret Khalil. From Nigeria, Musaliri Joyce Eyuri Abubakar. Congratulations. From the Netherlands, with the merits, Natalia Andreeva. Natalie, welcome. Kindly come on stage, Nima Yagmeh. Congratulations. From the beautiful Sierra Leone, Abdul Jibril Njai. Congratulations. From Liberia, Norma Kpangmala. From Nigeria with the merit, Oluwafemi John Adebusi. Congratulations. Thanks, Marty. Not finished, but this round is finished, because we have one more round for those who are still waiting for something. We go to another intermezzo, and I'm inviting on video online from a distance Miss Eva Edwards. She's an ICSD alumna from Nigeria. She's a deputy director with NAFDAC, the Nigeria National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. She's a proud alumna of KIT, from where she graduated with a Master of Public Health in 2011, 2012. That's about 8 years ago. So imagine you being in her position 8 years from now, then you have reached quite a place in your society. Let's see what she wants to share with us. Eva Edwards.
Distinguished Director, Course Management and Faculty of KIT Royal Tropical Institute. Distinguished graduates of the Master's programs, the Master of Public Health, International Course in Health Development, and the Master of International Health. Respected family and friends of our graduating class, very warm greetings to you all on this joyous occasion of graduation. I am so incredibly honored to have been invited to speak on this platform today. Dear graduates, only 8 years ago I was where you are today, one of the 48th MPH ICHD course, graduating from KIT after a grueling 12 months of work, which looking back has been the most transformational time of my professional career to date, and I do sincerely believe it will be the same for you. Graduating from this highly rated institution, where over the period of your studies you have been taught by experts in various fields of public health, and now armed with the knowledge you have acquired in the period, opens up a whole new and wide vista of opportunities for you. You are graduating from KIT at a time when the world is going through very unusual times, and we all speak of a new normal, of building back better. And this is because of the COVID-19 pandemic, which is the latest challenge threatening our world. Almost without a doubt, we can say that we will never return to the pre-COVID days, which in itself creates numerous opportunities for you as you re-enter the professional world after your program here. What kind of professional world are you stepping out into? Certainly one that is more digital than it ever was, one that has brought the need for digital infrastructure to the fore, one that even speaks about a digital quality of care. Here we are today at a graduation ceremony where family and friends from all corners of the globe can join you in celebration. There are several questions before you as you proceed. What will healthcare and health systems, and indeed public health of the future, look like in a post-COVID-19 world? Where will you fit in? Which of the numerous skills acquired at KIT will you put to use as you seek to make an impact in this new space? With your master's programs, you are very well equipped and prepared for today's emerging public health trends, and your ability to work effectively within virtual teams will indeed be an asset. What is possible after graduation? Here, I'd like to share with you some of my personal experiences from my time at KIT. First of all, I returned home a totally different person in my understanding of the health system, which translated to a deeper understanding of my role as a health professional. Second, while working on my thesis, which was on an aspect of infant and young child nutrition, I discovered a deeper interest and conviction of the positive impact I could make and contribute in my chosen field. 5 years after I graduated from KIT, I was sought out by an organization through a group from the Netherlands. They were working on nutrition and the International Code of Marketing of Breast Milk Substitutes, which was the area of work of my thesis. They had chosen Nigeria as one of the countries for a survey they intended to carry out and reached out to me for preliminary information and guidance because they had read my thesis online. That was truly gratifying to know that the thesis was found useful enough to seek me out. The numerous hours and hours spent working on it was worthwhile. The guidance from my supervisor and my backstopper. I have continued to work and grow in this fair and have been an active delegate of Nigeria to the FAO-WHO Codex Committee on Nutrition and Foods for Special Dietary Uses, where Nigeria has made important contributions to ongoing discussions. My exposure to activities at KIT, like the elevator pitch, the debates, the presentation skills, no doubt contributed enormously to giving me the confidence required to speak and deliver national positions at such international platforms. So, what is possible? This is the age of opportunity. It is a time to harness technology to help transform healthcare. It is a time to explore and bridge the gaps between healthcare education and training. It is a time for cutting-edge research and innovation. Ever more so than before, limited financial resources and the poor state of health systems in middle and low-income countries have been exposed by the COVID-19 pandemic, as indeed the weaknesses in advanced health systems were also exposed. So you have to do a lot of interrogation as you try to make a positive impact in the different contexts you will be returning to continue your professional lives. Are the health systems resilient to face what they must at this time and for the future? This is the time to analyze each of those famous building blocks of the health system, which you no doubt learned and heard so much about in your time at KIT as we did, and see where you can plug in to impact your society. Review existing systems and push forward for change. There is so much to be done to reach significant milestones. Some of you will be returning to the organizations you were at before your master's program. Some of you will be seeking new opportunities, whichever part of the divide you are at. Do take some time to rethink your purpose and recalibrate and reset as you push forward. I have some encouraging messages for you which I took from the KIT Alumni Network and I will share. One person says, "Congratulations, you have done it. Take the knowledge, use it and achieve great success." Another says, "Try to implement whatever you have learned at KIT in your country setting and never forget the existence of inequality in the health sector around the globe which needs to be mitigated." Yet another says, "Believe in yourself. Use critical thinking to critique your work and self-reflection to improve yourself." And another says, "If you want to walk fast, walk alone. If you want to walk far, walk together." An African proverb. Network and collaborate. You will go far. In closing, I am aware you had an alumni creative workshop session on Thursday last week, and I trust you took away a load of information and insights from the network, the alumni network. For those from Nigeria, I understand there are 18 in the group this year. I would like to inform you that there's a Nigeria group on WhatsApp, and we look forward to welcoming each one of you to join us. I also know that your graduating set represents more than 22 countries from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from the Middle East, North America, and South America. This is indeed a powerful network. Networking, as you know, is a powerful tool for collaboration in areas of common interest as we build a community of practice in public health. Stay in touch with your colleagues from this time at KIDS. Do not lose the bonds of friendships and engagement formed here. They are very important. By this, I also mean with your facilitators at KIDS. This is one reason I have the profound honor and the privilege of speaking with you today, 8 years after graduation. Do spare some time to stay in touch and keep them abreast of your work, of your experiences, your successes, your achievements, your triumphs, and yes, even your setbacks too. This helps to grow the KIDS brand beyond the borders of the Netherlands and gives them an insight into the impact the master's programs are having in real terms. For me personally, I cannot tell you enough about the impacts the time spent at KIDS had on my professional life. It gave me new lenses with which to view the world, with which to operate. The elevator pitch is an exercise I have never forgotten, as well as the health resource allocation game. It is indeed with plenty of pride that I associate with KIDS. My program here was transformational, and I believe yours has also been or will be transformational. I can truthfully say that I look back at my time at KIDS with plenty of nostalgia, and many can testify that orange has become a favorite color for me, and I bet you all know why. On this note, I congratulate you all for successfully finishing your program in spite of the disruptions that COVID-19 brought along. You stayed the course, and here you are today at the journey's end. I know just how good that feels, and I share in the joy of today with you and your loved ones who also made sacrifices in your time away from home. I sincerely wish you all the very best for your future endeavors. Make the time at KIDS count for good as you step out into a beautiful and impactful future. And even at those challenging times when things do not go quite as expected, you have an arsenal of hard skills and soft skills learned from KIDS which you can rely on to push forward. One of these is self-reflection. Put all you have been exposed to excellent use. Go out there and be that positive change that our public health and global health world so dearly needs, especially in these challenging times. Once again, congratulations. I salute your courage for having triumphed and earned your advanced degrees. I am extremely proud of you all. I am happy to share in the excitement of your graduation, and I welcome you very warmly to the KIDS Alumni. Do enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Eva, and I hope you're watching. And again, I would very much like to see some of you on stage in the graduation 8 years down the line, not only because of the position you may have then, and we might consider that a little bit, but also because of the reflections you can share 8 years down the line on your year being here in Amsterdam. I'm looking forward. Not sure if I'm around in those years, but some of you hopefully yes. We go to the next section, which is on alumni network, and I just have to ask a question. I think you're 26 nationalities in the room, plus minus, between the two master courses. We have about 4 or 5 slots for students and alumni, and somehow all of them got allocated to the colleagues from Nigeria. Where's the equity here? Some of you agreed to do that, which is great, and it's good that Nigerians are on the forefront of everything. But next time, I would like to see some voices maybe from Asia and some voices from the Americas to complement diversity of the picture in this room. Christy, not saying anything less, please be welcome. Christy Patnetson from Nigeria, a fresh alumna, and she will share with us some alumni network ideas. The floor is yours.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Christy Patnetson from Nigeria, MPH, ICHD, fresh graduate and fresh alumna. So I'm here to speak about the KIDS Alumni Association. And this is a global platform of professional and social networking for the MPH, ICHD, the MIH and NTC degree programs, advanced courses at KIT, and the health education team staff at KIT. This presents a strong support system for all participants. The KIT Alumni Association gives me the feeling of stepping from a family of over 62 students to a family of thousands. It represents growth and becoming part of a system with great potential. What potential, one might ask? There is a wide range, but most importantly, there are no limits. Some benefits of this association include the opportunity to give back. First, to those coming behind, our successors as students of this profound institution, the students who will one day join the association and also do great things. They can benefit from some mentoring, shared experiences, and guidance. Next, to the institution that has molded us to become global health experts, whose importance is gaining wider recognition as the days go by. We can identify means of giving back, supporting the cause of developing a team of health leaders. And then to the global community, our regional communities, national communities, and every community we get empowered or privileged to support. We owe every individual of these communities our best efforts to improve their health and well-being. My colleagues and I have brainstormed about how the Alumni Association can be used to sustain our network beyond today for future collaboration, to also use the knowledge gained at KIDS to give back to our communities, explore opportunities for collaboration with KIDS and its alumni on various projects after graduation. Also to mentor health professionals to partake in the KIT programs and to also benefit from mentorship opportunities as alumni ourselves. And so we have committed to start with small steps, such as activation or joining alumni associations in our home countries. The KIDS Alumni Association has a Facebook page, and it currently has 942 members. Imagine if every single one of us here joins the association today. We would be able to hit 1,000, right? So we're all encouraged to please join the association and actively participate. Also, we will be able to, we commit to share ideas, professional networks, and research with each other, and sharing information about KIT programs and providing mentorship for aspirants, and also finding avenues to contribute in solving public health challenges in our communities. Through these means, we hope to devote our time and energy to offer more to the world. Most importantly, we are all invited to keep in mind that there is strength in numbers, and together we can save so many lives. Thank you all. Congratulations to all students, and I look forward to collaborating with everybody in future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Christy. You know what this means? I'm inviting group 3 on stage. I also would like to ask if Mike, do you mind coming back on stage to accompany me? I'm happy to give out some diplomas, but in case I make a wrong step, you can guide me. So we can do this together. Thanks. Group 3, last but not least. On stage, let's invite Omosefe Tina Igbenedion from Nigeria. Shall we take turns? You do a few, I do a few. Ono Jamir, welcome. Congratulations. Oretse Wiemi Ololo from Nigeria. Welcome. Philomena Peter Asaga from Nigeria. Welcome. From Thailand, Ploy Concord. Yeah. I'll do a few. Can we invite on stage from Sudan, Rua Ahmed Ahmed. Congratulations. Salah Ibrahim Sabra from Yemen. Congratulations. Well done. Samuel Chizalila from Zambia. Congratulations. Careful. From Nepal, Namaste Sangita Kapung. Namaste. Congratulations. From Canada, with distinction, Sarah Atkinson. Well done. And congrats. From Ghana, Sarah Asare. Congratulations. Sorry, you again? Michael, you again? From Zambia, Siegfried Nanyambo Muyenga. With merit, Sriyanka Shilendrakumar. Welcome. Sorry. Congratulations. Solomon Utenwojo Adejo from Nigeria. From Nigeria, Susan Omomev Afyong Ekodi. From Yemen, Tahani Hamid Abdullah Saleh. Alhamdulillah. From Nigeria, thank God, Kum Zachariah. From Liberia, Topian Sike. Welcome. And from Yemen, Yasamin Al-Qadasi. What we're hearing is the future students of Master in Public Health, maybe here. I hope we have not forgotten anybody, but we have a few who we need to mention. This is graduates from the Master of International Health course who are not here. I hope they're online. They also obtained their diplomas. We have Anne Begin from the Netherlands. Can we applaud them as well? We have Francisca Mlochwa from Zimbabwe. We have Farkot Seydulev from Tajikistan. Bashir Hamzat Issa from Nigeria. And Daniel van Leerdam from the Netherlands. Applause for them, and I hope you're watching, also well deserved. Similarly, one colleague from the MPH course, Helena Fantai, I hope you're watching from Addis. Well deserved. Which I do hope that now I'm not forgetting anybody. And unless I hear that, I would like to invite on stage for the closing speech, Linny van Vliet, Head of Knowledge Unit KIT. Lindy, welcome.
Dear students, first of all, congratulations. Now really everybody has their certificate, so a true congratulations to all of you. It's such a pleasure to be able to say this to you. And dear family, friends, colleagues, and all others connected with us virtually, thank you. Thank you for allowing me the almost closing words. After this, only Herman has a few last words to you. And I know it's closing words, that's always difficult, right? Everybody is online, probably totally fatigued. And here in the room, you're probably suffering from where are the drinks anxiety. So bear with me for just a few last words I would really like to share with you. And then I was thinking, what are these last words? What can you add if there's been so many great words and speeches and testimonials? And I've been here for a few years now, and I know that during this ceremony, my heart starts glowing, and I keep on smiling. I smile more, and I smile more, because it's always such a great event, and so heartbreaking, actually, how you are all radiating of pride here on stage, and we with you. So what can you then add to such an occasion? So I thought, let me just express our sincerest gratitude. First of all, our sincerest gratitude to you, to each one of you who chose to be with us, to study and to see kids as an important step in your professional development. It's such an honor. It's such an honor that we were allowed to have you with us. And it's such an inspiration, too, to see your commitment and to also see your resilience. And I think inspiration, I think it was also a word that Itopa used, and I was so happy that he used it, because it was the first word that came to me, that I thought, if I thank the students for something, it is the inspiration you give to us. And to me personally, really, because seeing you at work, seeing you in the hallways, seeing you connecting to each other, it actually really connects me to one of my strong, strong beliefs, and that's the belief of the power within, that we all have the power within ourselves to make that change that we really want to strive for. And I also thank Itopa in his speech, where he so much said that we are all change makers. And I think that that is the inspiration that you find in each other, but we definitely get from you. So we thank you for that. And with that inspiration, you give us hope. You truly give us hope. And that is in the song of Bernice, where she said, I think, hope, it's hard to kill. And it's true. And we need hope. We need hope in these times, right? And we've talked a lot about COVID times, but it's not only COVID. It's been a process, I think, longer, where we see that in health systems, like specific challenges that are so structural, inequalities that are so embedded in our systems, at moments of crisis, they only get worse. And it is in our countries, here also in the Netherlands, but also in your countries, and it is between countries. And it shouldn't be like that. So I think we need hope to really address these inequalities, these continued challenges. Secondly, I think what this crisis has shown us is how interconnected we are. I mean, anybody still questioning the concept of global health? I don't know where they've been. So I think this interconnectedness, this should basically also translate in more collaboration, in more sharing of knowledge, of experiences, but also supporting each other. And I remember, I think the speech last year, you were not present, but some of the colleagues who are maybe watching online were. I talked a lot about solidarity. And I think it still remains a very important concept. And in that sense, I think we as the Netherlands should also critically review how we are supporting global health. And in that sense, we had yesterday we had a debate in our parliament around the international support that we have allocated from the bigger support package around COVID that we freed up. And I am a bit ashamed to say that it was such a small amount that we actually invest in health systems or broader interventions abroad to mitigate the enormous effects of this crisis. So there's a lot of work for us also to do here in the Netherlands to really show that solidarity and also allow you to continue to do your work. But you will say, we don't need you, we'll go anyway, and I know you will. So in that sense, you again bring hope. Because COVID has also given us a lot of positive windows or opening up. We have suddenly noticed how we can connect virtually even more than we did before. And also, we've started to talk about systemic change. I think Eva referred to it. Things will never be the same as before. And systemic change, something really different from now on, is also hope, right? So, and you can be part of that. You can be part of that change to really now address these structural flaws in our system. So, are you able? Do you feel willing? Do you feel motivated? But most of all, do you feel capacitated and do you feel empowered to do so? I know you do. I've witnessed you in classes around lobby and advocacy, in a career session where I think each of you afterwards linked to me through LinkedIn or sent me a quick note saying like, I have my career plan ready. So I think you are so ready for it. And I think the speeches and all of that we heard express that also. So with your strong determination, with all the knowledge and skills that you learned from each other and a bit from us, you are ready to go. But like I think also Eva cited the African proverb, I'm talking a lot from individual power, from the power within, but we are together, we are even more stronger. So also I would like to really call upon you to not forget about us, to stay connected, to network, to connect to the alumni network, and really remember these friendships and relationships that we have built. And I think to really be that true global health leader that you all have the power within to be, I think you should also be carried by each other, right? So a strong leader is the one who is carried by many. And I think in that sense, I want to, it's a nice, hopefully a bridge to a second group of people that I really want to express my thanks to in these closing words. And that is our KIT colleagues, our KIT staff, and all of the other tutors and colleagues who have helped us to run this master program and transform it in, like we said in the beginning, in the course of 2 weeks to a totally virtual and online program, and later on a bit of a hybrid program. It's amazing. I am so proud of you and what you've done. So thank you so much. And it's an enormous group. We have, it's an enormous team, it's an enormous group of people, and we can never thank them all in person. But I want to pick out one group to thank particularly, and that is the ladies, as we call them. It's Maud, Rinia, Meta, and Suzanne, and Kim also. Kim, you belong to this group, because these 5, they have been at the backbone of everything, and backstopping for any change, for any logistical move that we had to make, and it's just amazing. I know this was such a stressful time for you, and you symbolize the enormous commitment of all KIT staff to this program and to you students. So please, Kim, Meta, Suzanne, Rinia, Maud, come to the stage. Let me please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a lovely evening and stay in contact. You are in our hearts. Thank you so much.
Lindy, if you don't mind, thank you for this. If you don't mind, I would like to mention just 4 other names who are on our team of Master Course Coordinators. Lisanne, Fernando, Mahdi, and Maaike. And who, together with our 5 other colleagues, form the heart of the Master Course and how we organize it. Thank you. This brings me to maybe my last 1 or 2 minutes. Thanks for having been here. All has been said and done that should have been said and done today. To our virtual guests, I'm saying many thanks for following. Do bring a toast of some kind to those fresh graduates, and take care. For some of you, the day is starting. For some of you, the day has ended some time ago. To all of you in the room, you're invited to a group photo, of which we will organize soon, and a dinner after that. Congrats to all. Time to celebrate. Are we offline? Thank you for each one's role.